that I'm in first place. I'm in an unnatural habitat. My car. I know y'all used to see me in my chair, but today I decided to do a different type of video. I asked on Twitter if y'all would want me to do a Q&A mukbang. I seen that this is getting pretty popular, and I didn't know if y'all would be even interested in seeing something like that from me. A lot of y'all were saying yeah, so yeah, I'm headed to Chick-fil-A right now. What sucks is there's a Chick-fil-A literally down the street that I could have went to, and I could be there sooner, but it's getting remodeled, and I'm gonna go ahead and run this yellow light. It's getting remodeled, so I have to drive like a few extra miles to get to the other Chick-fil-A, so.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Can I get a spicy chicken sandwich meal?
All right, and the drink for you?
Lemonade light ice. Can I get extra pickles on the sandwich?
Anything else?
Let's just be medium.
Dipping sauces for you?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A sauce. They got them out there standing, bro. It is freezing, y'all. Don't even got a jacket on. Dedication, bro. Couldn't be me, though. I wish I would be working, bro. I wish it was my shift and it was like, all right, Dante, we're gonna have you standing outside taking orders. Like, what is the point of having these? Did they take it down? Yeah, what is the point of having the drive-through, the machine to place the order, if you got us out here cold as hell? I don't care if it's busy, bro. It's too cold to be standing out here, man.
Dante?
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Have a great day.
You too. They even got people standing out giving out the receipts, bruh. Look at that, bruh. Can y'all see? They got them standing out there handing out the receipts, bro. I would have been like, bro, we could do that shit at the window, bro. I'm not it is freezing, bro. Gave her own little podium like she about to make a speech. Oh, man. Chick-fil-A, bruh. Homie is walking all the way down here.
Dante?
Yes.
You're not in your normal truck.
Thank you. Huh?
Aren't you usually in the truck?
No?
No?
No, I'm always in this.
Thinking of somebody else then. I don't know.
They're too nice, bro. They're too nice. I couldn't work here, bro. I hate unintentionally making people look stupid. So he's like, aren't you always usually in the truck? I should have been like, nah, not today, man. I had to, you know, bring out the car, bruh. Awkward.
And there we are, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day. All right, let's see what y'all asking. I already have a feeling like some of the questions y'all asked, but it's literally been so long since I've done a Q&A, so I guess there's gonna be some new stuff that you guys are wondering. That how does it feel to be our favorite YouTuber? Hey, what's crazy is that's lit. Like, I never thought I was gonna be somebody's favorite YouTuber. I never thought I was gonna be a big YouTuber, period, to begin with. But the fact that I am, and the fact that I'm actually some people's like favorite YouTuber is wild to me, I should say. Let's see, top albums, no order needed. My top 3 favorite albums. The Marshall Mathers LP. Which one? Nothing Special, but favorite Ski and X song. My favorite Ski and X song, that's a good question. I think my favorite Ski and X song would have to be Freddy vs. Jason, because how they was rapping on that was just so fire. They both rapping back and forth, and like, that shit was so fire. When am I gonna open up a P.O. box for them? Yo, P.O. boxes, I know there's people that, I've been asked multiple times about P.O. boxes, but bro, P.O. boxes are expensive, bro. And I'm very forgetful. I know I ain't gonna be like checking up on that, or I'm gonna forget. Shit gonna be sent back, cause that shit, it done got full. But am I dropping LOD2? For those of you who don't know, LOD2 was like the first, it was like the first complete project where I had an actual vision behind the whole thing. Like, every song correlated to each other song and the whole, and completed the project as a whole. I definitely want to work on part 2, or definitely work on LOD2. LOD stands for Land of Development, and it's just about this dude who committed suicide, and he's just trying to, you know, figure shit out. So, you know, LOD2, like, it's something special. And, you know, I want to make sure everything's right with it, but I'm gonna be dropping like a little EP that has to do with something like serious, like mentally. Are there any smaller channels that motivate you? If so, who and why? Smaller channels that motivate me? I draw inspiration just from myself, like knowing where I was like a year ago, and then where I'm at now, and how much has changed. I try, when I'm really unmotivated and I don't feel like doing anything, or I don't feel like posting anything, I just think back to when I didn't have a lot of shit, like when I couldn't do a lot of shit, where I was limited because of my work schedule and stuff like that. So I really try to keep I'm really self-motivated, and I try to keep it that way because that's what works best. That's what works best for me. Did you ever think you would be this successful? No, I definitely didn't think I would be this successful. I didn't even know I would get to 1 million subscribers, bro. Why did you decide to be a YouTuber? By the way, you're pretty cool. I mean, I didn't really decide to be a YouTuber. I just decided to do YouTube. And that was because I would see people do like these reaction videos and it looked very fun. And I was like, I want to try that. And that's what made me start doing YouTube. But I never thought I would, you know, be a YouTuber, or I never wanted to be a YouTuber. I just wanted to do YouTube, and luckily I ended up becoming a YouTuber, so that's lit. Have you ever talked to Trippie Redd? Yeah, I FaceTime Trippie Redd like twice. For the time that I talked to him, he seems cool. How much will you nut when X's album drops? His album's gonna be lit. I'm looking forward to it, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to nut a lot, but it's lit. Why did I just open 2 of these packets? I opened this one not realizing I already opened this one. Who is your favorite rapper? My favorite rapper is Earl Sweatshirt. Where do you hide all the bucket hats? I don't wear bucket hats anymore. I didn't know people would really be that pressed about it. The same way people are pressed about me wearing a hat in like all my videos. What is your all-time favorite X song? If I had to choose one, I would choose his verse on King's Dead remix, just because he said my name. Just because he shouted me out. That's so fire, bro. Like, if you really think about it, like, this nigga really shouted me out on a song, and that shit is cemented, bro. What's your favorite Earl album / mixtape and song? I don't like shit, I don't go outside. My favorite song by him is his verse on Wool, because that is the hardest verse like I've ever heard. He said, niggas wanna fade me, bitches feel some type of way for me. 50s in my pocket falling out like fucking baby teeth. That shit was fire, bro. What was the last thing that you sent to X or he sent to you? The last thing he sent to me was him telling me that he wanted to see my reaction to his verse on the King's Dead remix. What's my favorite game? My favorite game of all time is Kingdom Hearts 2. What's your strategy when writing lyrics? I literally just write. There's no real strategy unless I'm like really trying. I just try to think of words that I've never really used before, or that have multiple syllables that sound good in a certain rhyme scheme. Best advice for anyone wanting to start YouTube right now? Bro, my best advice is to just start it. Like, there's really no key to becoming the biggest YouTuber. Stuff just sort of just happens, and stuff ain't gonna happen if you're not doing anything to make it happen. So if you're not even uploading or doing anything, you know, to make it happen, then you just gotta start uploading if you want to do YouTube. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I might not even be here in 10 years, bro. What would you be doing if you weren't on YouTube? If I wasn't on YouTube, bro, at this moment right now, I'd probably still be working at the paint store I used to work at. I used to work at Sherwin-Williams, bro. I didn't know anything about paint, bro. They pay like $10 an hour, so I was like, shit, bet. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna figure that shit out. I didn't learn or nothing, bro. I just didn't want to be there. Like, I was so miserable. So I would probably be working there, miserable, depressed, hating my life. Probably would have clapped myself, bro, if we're being honest. I'm really just living day by day, bro. Like, life isn't guaranteed. There is nothing like guaranteed to be long term or anything. So I'm just living life, and especially with how the world is today, I just don't really care. I'm just living life right now. You know, whatever happens, happens, bro. These last part of the fries are so disgusting, bro. Were you able to connect with any of X's friends after he passed? Well, me and Ski were already talking. He already had knew of me, and I'm guessing that was either through X or Ski told X about me or something like that. So we already knew each other through that. Craig's in is very cool. Anyone else? Actually, his mom, like. I talked to his mom too. Like, we talked on the phone. We talked about his videos, and we talked about some other stuff I can't really talk about right now. But yeah, his mom is really cool. How was my high school experience? All my high school years, they weren't actually that bad. They were kind of cool. That's when I really came out of my shell and was like clowning around and joking and stuff like that. I sort of like just became myself and was just freaking being just extra and clowning around and just not caring. And just being myself. Like, I wasn't trying to fit in with anybody. I wasn't trying to do anything. I would literally talk to everybody. It didn't matter who you were. High school was cool. By the way, I got class clown. How did you and Danielle meet? Me and Danielle met in high school. Just the usual. You meet someone in high school, and then boom, and then boom. What was your first conversation with X like, bruh? I remember my first conversation with X when he first called. I was like, oh like he literally asked for my number, gave him my number, and then we locked in the numbers. And then a few days later, he just randomly FaceTimed me, and I was like, what the? And I picked up, and then we just talked for a good 30 minutes. We FaceTimed for like a good 30 minutes. And damn, I wish I was recording it like on another phone, cause I was like, I didn't know, like this was X, and I was lit. I was like, yo, this is lit. So I had recorded it on another phone, just like of us talking. And we was talking about his music, how long, like what I listen to and what he listens to, and he was talking about how he watches my channel, how he thinks I'm funny, how, you know, things like that. And then he's talking about who he was trying to collab with, or who he wanted to collab with, or who he was gonna collab with, and stuff like that. Just a lot of stuff. And I was like, yo, like this whole time, and it's crazy because in that conversation I literally told him, I was like, bro, like, you're gonna be a legend, bruh. You're gonna be a legend. And he would just laugh, bruh. But I will never forget that, because it's like, I just remember sitting there like, bruh, I'm on the phone with X. Like, he literally just asked for my number. My ultimate goal career-wise, the only goal that I have is just to try to make, you know, as much people laugh, as much people feel better about, you know, a shitty day as I can. I know how it is to have like, just like you're going through like the shittiest thing right now, or you're dealing with the most bullshit thing, and you just can't do it anymore. And your way of escaping is just, you know, getting on YouTube and you watching a YouTuber or something that probably makes you laugh and forget about the bullshit, at least for them, you know, 10 minutes, 10 minutes and 1 second, for them 10 minutes and, you know, 1 second or whatever. And that's just all I try to do, is just make videos just to, you know, make people feel better. Before YouTube, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and my life was trash, bro. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, there was nothing that made me feel good. It didn't matter how much money I was getting, because when I was working at Sherwin-Williams getting $10 an hour, I was making a good amount of money, and I was working a second job, so I was making a lot of money, but I just was not happy. I was not happy at all. I hated my life. I was like, bro, there's got to be something more. Like, this shit is so trash. I'm not happy at all in the slightest. So, you know, from going to that to suddenly doing YouTube, like, I'm happy already. Like, I'm happy with where I am and what I'm doing. There's not really another goal, like, as far as, you know, after YouTube, maybe do a TV show. Like, whatever happens, like I always say, whatever happens, happens. That's just how it is in life. Like, how I feel. Whatever happens, happens, man. Like, I'm happy with what I do, and, you know, I'm gonna try to get bigger and do better with what I'm doing. But if something presents itself, like, then it's gonna happen. I'm never gonna try to force something. If it happens, it happens. And I'm just sort of living life until, you know, it's over. So I started rapping in elementary. I started writing in elementary. I started rapping in like 8th grade. Do you plan on taking music more serious in the future? You know, probably, maybe. It's so oversaturated, but, and people, you know, if you're a YouTuber and you start doing music, or if you're a YouTuber and you do music, they automatically see you as the YouTube rapper. Even though I've been doing music long before YouTube, they still see you as the YouTube rapper. So that's why I never really take it serious, because I feel like nobody's gonna take me serious anyway. But, like, I know what I can do and I know what I'm capable of. So, you know, if the opportunity presents itself for me to, you know, take the serious route, then, you know, I'm gonna do it, because I know, like, what I can do and my ability. So, potentially. This is not a question, but I want to meet you and Danielle. Maybe you will someday. I know people want me to do meetups and stuff like that, but I don't know. Someday, probably in the future, but I don't know when or where. Have you ever thought about doing a collab with X? Nothing music wise, but I did want to, like, play games with him, which is what we did, Fortnite. I know he wanted to do Minecraft and League of Legends, but we did Fortnite. So I'm happy with that. When you gonna make a song with Flight, bruh? Me and Flight, we can make a song whatever, bruh. He makes something, he leave a verse open, send it to me, bruh. I'll send in my verse. What's the best advice you got from X before he passed? Not focusing on the opinions of others, the negative opinions on others. Just doing what you're doing and continue to do it and be yourself while you're doing it. What's your favorite console and game of all time? I think my favorite console was a PlayStation 1. There's so many memories that I had on the PlayStation 1. One of my favorite games at the time to play was this game called Croc. I don't know what it was, but I loved it. Am I into sports? I'm not really into sports. The only sport I'm really into is football. And even now, I don't even watch that as much anymore because I simply don't have time anymore. This may be a weird question, but do you ever cry? Every time I've seen you talk about something serious, it's with a smile, so I'm just curious. That's bars, bro. I don't really cry like that because, bruh, my mind, the way my mind is set up, it's on like some different stuff. Like, I just accept whatever happens. Things are gonna happen. They happen. I can't do anything about it. I do get mad. I do get pissed the fuck off. I don't cry. Bad shit be happening. I be so like, I be going through things, but I just be bottling shit up. Take that shit like a champ. And then just deal with it. But like, the consequence to that is I have a lot of mood swings, and I already know that. And I definitely know Danielle notices, but I just have mood swings where like I could be happy and I could be smiling, but then I just want to be left alone. Like, I don't want to talk to anybody, and I want people to leave me the fuck alone. This man said, what's the meaning of Bucketeers, and why don't you know how to dance, or do you? First of all, Bucketeers was the reason I call y'all the Bucketeers is because I used to wear bucket hats all the time, but I don't wear them anymore. And some of y'all were like, why don't you call us the Capeteers? That doesn't even make sense, okay? Why the hell would I call y'all the Capeteers? That doesn't even sound right. But Bucketeers, I don't know, it kind of doesn't sound right either, but I don't know. I named y'all that like when I named y'all that when I had like, I think I had a little over, either a little over or it was like a little under 10,000 subs. Which is better, streaming or making regular videos? I definitely enjoy streaming a lot more than recording and editing, honestly. What's the best and worst part of being a YouTuber? The best part of being a YouTuber is that you can literally, like, you work for yourself, you're your own boss, so you can literally work when you want, you can call out when you want, you don't gotta worry, you don't gotta answer to nobody. Only thing is, like, bro, come tax time, oh my gosh, it makes you just not even want to be a YouTuber. You're like, damn, I'm better off just getting a job. Like, this is too stressful. Although you can write a lot of stuff off, which is like what I learned, and that makes things easier. But the worst part about being a YouTuber is, like I said, you work for yourself, so there's no one really pushing you. And if there's no one really pushing you or telling you to do something, then you can kind of like fall off. But you see YouTubers that used to post a lot, but then now they don't post anymore, or they post like once a month. It's because there's no, like, you're not forced to upload every day a certain amount of videos. So that's the thing. And plus, you get a lot of people who think they know you based off your videos, so they try to assume that they know every single thing about you and your life just from watching your videos, when they have no idea who you are. And you get people who judge you that you don't know, but they know you because they watch you. So it's just crazy, bro. It's just a lot of craziness. Where you get the Dragon Ball Z sweater? That shit fresh as F. How you know I was wearing that, bro? How you know I was wearing Piccolo, bro? I do appreciate y'all, and I do love y'all. So yeah, thanks for all the continued support. Hopefully you probably found out some stuff about me, or you learned some new stuff about me. Hopefully I answered all the general questions that tend to get asked a lot. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. I hope y'all did enjoy this video though. All right, peace. I'm gonna go. It's freezing, bro.